You can start it whenever.
Just clear comms whenever you're ready, James. We're rolling. We're rolling, guys. Is that Foosly?
No.
Fousey Tube?
I remember when Foosey Tube came out.
Whatever happened to Fousey Tube?
Let's get to the bottom of it. Let's run the intro. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. This is episode 2 of the... What's our podcast called? Tabletop.
The Sniff Your Balls podcast.
Touchers, the touch and sniff. The touch and sniff.
The Sniff Your Balls podcast.
The touch and go.
The everyone start sniffing your balls podcast.
Come Town 2.
We can get in trouble doing that.
Why? Because you're sniffing right now. That is so gross.
That's what
It's actually so nasty.
That's what every real sniffer does.
I don't sniff
Look
balls.
at this real sniffer.
Look,
That's a real sniffer.
Look. So here's the thing. Is in this room right now we got 2 real sniffers and we got me.
A fake sniffer.
I'm not even a fake sniffer.
You don't want to be a sniffer.
I'm a critically acclaimed non-sniffing alcoholic. Cherry on top.
That's the cake on the cherry.
But what I was saying, and we'll let that slide. What I was saying is, wow, I like that. What I was saying is we should really just kind of get into the metaphysical this episode.
Okay.
I think last episode we sort of talked about, what sort of gets our gears grinding, what we really don't like. Everything we were talking about was basically stuff we hate so much. Pedophilia.
Yes. We do not condone any sort of pedophilia.
No. We don't like that, and we do things we don't.
Okay.
We would, and if gross, and if that was to be happening, we'd be doing it angrily.
Yeah, we would angrily not.
We're not even gonna do it. That's the best part.
Yeah, we don't even.
That's the best part about being a pedophile is you don't have to do it.
Yeah, it's a choice.
Non-offending. Just 3 non-offending dudes who aren't pedos. So let's just get that in the clear.
Let's get into
non-pedos. So
we're angrily against it.
What do you guys think? James and I were talking while you were upstairs changing into your elephant trunk underwear. We were talking about how James was talking about how the intrinsic rhythm that a human feels. He's like, because he FaceTimed you and it was going.
And we were timing.
And we were timing
expertly.
And we were getting it right every time. We were talking about the intrinsic rhythm, and James was talking about the wonder, and I brought up a point that, and not to suck on my own little penis, but to expand on it would be something I'd like to do, where I said, what if we only experience time in a linear way because that intrinsic rhythm is so important to sort of our metaphysical spirituality and the way that we feel things, and then there might be a different being might totally feel time differently. You know what I'm talking about, James?
Yeah.
And James, if you just want to chirp in whenever.
Sure. 30 seconds before this, he was wriggling his wet nose.
Oh my god!
And it was making.
Yeah,
it was very liquidy.
Oh,
You see how it's
fuck.
slimy?
Do you hear it?
Well,
Yeah, he was doing
the
that
camera
in
pick it
my
up.
face.
Do you hear that?
I think the
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
intrinsic rhythm of your nose
Mm-hmm.
is something that only few can do, and I think it makes you a unique person with unique abilities and allows you to experience time and life differently. Because us
When I didn't prepare for the presentation.
us non-nose wrigglers, we don't have that really.
Like juice.
We don't have that kind of juice going. Can you intrinsically?
Yeah. So we don't need to keep
instinctively,
going on this. Do you think Kanye was selfish for the nitrous?
I think he found something he liked. It's been a long time since that man has found happiness. He's been making everybody else happy with his beautiful music, including Cousins and World War III, as well as HH. I think all of those are really good songs. So if he needs the nitrous to have some happiness, he's had everything taken.
I think it's genuinely selfish though for an artist like that to take away what they give to the world.
I just don't think Kanye was really beating it up.
What do you mean? You don't think he was good?
You don't think he was beating that pussy up? Music-wise?
No, not
Like
music-wise.
musically
like,
speaking, you don't think he was good at
No, not musically.
beating the metaphorical pussy?
No. Like the metaphorical pussy in this case is real life pussy, like his wife pussy. Like I'm talking
Bianca pussy?
Bianca or
Kardashian
Kim?
pussy?
Kim
Not
Kardashian?
Bianca, bro. Bianca was, dude. I don't
He wasn't beating that Kim K, Ray J, pussy up.
and that's why we got you here. So that's the sort of twang we need from you.
That's why you're gonna be.
Because I can instinctively, rhythmatically.
We don't really need to do a mute one. If we're doing like a podcast, we don't need to do one mute guy anymore. By the way, no free advertising.
Instinctively, intuitively.
Wonderful, by the way, wonderful.
Intuit Karma is a very good. Y'all should be getting into that.
But James, expand on what you mean. Like, you don't think that he has a duty to necessarily like keep his mind clear. Like, I think like as an artist, it's almost like the guy who did the polio vaccine. Can you look that up for us, Victor? The guy who invented the polio vaccine.
Vivi.
Nice. A little late. But he decided not to patent it because he figured. Yeah, and thanks. His name was Julio Polio. And he decided not to patent the vaccine because he didn't want to make a profit off of something that could have been price gouged. Wow. You know, like he wanted to end polio. That was his goal. I think an artist, like you have sort of this Hippocratic oath to the art. I don't know. At a certain point, when you addle your brain intentionally, either he's viewing himself as the art, which he's egotistical, so it might be that way, or
you don't
or
see the
he's
full picture, man. That's what I'm saying.
I see what Sam's saying.
Like,
because I feel like if you're born with that kind of talent,
yeah,
you can obtain the skills that he did, like music wise and instrument wise.
You have a calling.
It's almost a responsibility. I mean, you obviously he still has like creative control and he can do whatever he wants, freedom. But I feel like you shouldn't.
You give so much to tear it all down that way.
But hear me out. What if that was not so much intentional, but what if that was the right thing? What if Kanye has always been the music? The music possessed him.
I think that he's always had like a very interesting connection to his music. I think he's like you watch the stuff he did with like the Sunday service choir, like you can tell he really feels the music when he's a part of it. You know?
Like you saying that he did this nitrous and that was a disservice to himself because it messes with his music and he should instead clear his mind for his music, but his music was never made in a clear mind.
But it was.
That would not be Kanye. Kanye's always been fucked up.
I mean, he's always been crazy, but he's letting himself go intentionally.
He's always been
I think
he's always been gone.
I feel like there's a difference between just mentally being unstable and taking substances that like actively just ruin and destroy.
That's what I agree. That's what I agree with. Because it's like in my eyes, it's like if a father does what Kanye did, it's obviously the father's doing the wrong thing, right? Like,
but you're treating.
I'm not talking about
you're treating his music like it's some.
I mean,
child.
he is a father.
Yeah, but I'm saying like not as a father. I'm saying like if your father starts taking nitrous, fucks up his brain, and becomes like an incompetent racist, they're responsible for their bad actions. Kanye, in a way, is a father to this beautiful art, and he needs to be there to support his own art.
I just think that he was a trendsetter because
I think you're diminishing his impact on the world. Like this dude invented the Ultra Boost. You know? And I'm glad we gave that the gravity it deserved.
What the fuck is the Ultra Boost?
I mean, he's had a huge impact on music.
I mean, music
and culture.
The music genre of music is just different because of him. Like, I think he's like one of the most impactful artists of all time.
So he made something super cool, but now y'all are mad at him because he is the things that he changed music and he's changing again, and then y'all are upset about this change.
I'm not even so much upset about him making a different direction with his music. I'm upset that he has hindered his mind from creating and furthering his creative vision. I'm mourning the loss of what could have been rather than what has been. I'm not saying he's perverted his old music and corrupted it.
I think it's just as creative. It's just a really bad direction.
It's not.
But it went in a direction. He didn't stagnate.
No, but he was.
I think he would have hated him more if he stagnated and he just kind of did nothing, like Playboi Carti.
But
Playboi
he wouldn't
Carti
have done
doesn't
that.
anything, you know.
But Playboi Carti's just not Kanye.
You don't have to stagnate though. Like He just could have just taken a different direction.
Yeah, he could have just not done nitrous. And if he made this music while not on nitrous, imagine how good it would be. Like, it wouldn't be Hitler.
I think it would have. I think it would have been the same.
It would be something
because
new.
if the nitrous just amplified what was already there,
but
that was already there.
No, the nitrous actively killed his receptors. Like, his brain does not work as good anymore.
Bro, he has been talking some very. He was already very.
He was a little bit
before
unstable.
The nitrous,
but he was
already far gone.
He was just a normal person with bipolar. Now he's a normal person with bipolar who also doesn't have any brain cells.
Dude,
you know, like he's just lobotomized.
Dude, like 2018, he was already gone.
No, he lobotomized. No, he was there in 2018. Like that was
it not Ye?
Yeah,
actually, wait.
Yeah, that was great.
When did Donda come out? I think it was
2021. Yeah.
After Donda, that was what?
No, that was 22.
Donda was 21.
I think the hype was 21, but it came out 22.
I think
it was second semester of senior year. Remember?
I think it was.
Okay, I mean maybe you're right.
You may be right. I don't know. I didn't.
Victor, look that up.
Yeah. Vic, can you go ahead and look that up for us? It says 20. Okay, 21. All right.
He did not look it up yet. You just compounded your fact. It's not fair, guys, because Victor is our mute and blind man this episode. So
James
he's
researching.
I'm looking up Donda.
I already found it. It was 2021.
It's 2021.
Yeah. Victor, thanks.
Victor.
You don't have to yell at him. He's right there.
That's cool. That's awesome, actually. That's great.
Clucking at him.
No, I think as an artist, I mourn what could have been, and I don't hate what he's done because of what he is now. I think obviously, like, he was never like a role model. Like, you know, like I'm not like over here like Kanye was the greatest person out here, but I'm just saying like
fuck no.
He was a bad person then, and he's a bad person now, but
so
he was also clearly a genius, and he created something that made people feel like he created insane art.
Okay,
he created like some of the greatest art that's like he's one of the greatest artists of all time. I don't even think that's debatable.
Okay, so you called him a genius.
Yeah.
But then you're saying, oh, the actions of this genius are bad. What if you're just not smart enough to interpret what a genius can do?
Because
is every fucking crackhead on the street a genius?
He's not a genius anymore.
Probably,
dude. He genuinely.
Probably.
So we mathematically know what happened.
Who are you to discredit the actions of a genius?
No, it's factually.
He factually liquefied his brain though. Like he factually fucked it up. That's what happens when you do nitrous.
Maybe that was the method.
Kills your brain cells.
Like it genuinely kills your brain cells, and it's not like he's transcending. Like it's not like he's so stupid it's genius, but like no, he's just so stupid. He's stupid, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I get what you're saying though. Like, I understand what you're saying. Like, maybe I'm not on the level, and I think it's totally fair if you said that about Kanye in 2020.
And I don't think Kanye's ever had genius decision-making skills. You can be a genius at different aspects.
Yeah, he's just a great artist.
He's a musical genius in every facet.
Yeah.
But
also, I want to go back to when you were talking about how if a father ever fucked his brain up for his child, that's a fucked up thing. I agree about that. But then you are saying that a child and Kanye's music are akin in the situation. That doesn't make any sense.
He has a responsibility to music. Art. When you're
music
an
is
artist,
art. It is not a child. It's not the development of a child.
I agree.
A development should actually be like
and that's
nurtured.
Kind of the thesis
but
of
music
my
doesn't
argument.
have to be nurtured. It just has to be created.
No, but my thesis of my argument is that his art is his child in sort of a morality sense. Like he has a moral obligation to that art in a way that he would have a moral obligation to his own children. Like in a way that a father has a moral obligation to his children. When you create something that beautiful, you have to nurture it. You have to tend that garden. You have to let it grow, you know, because that's something that you give to the world. And that's like, I mean, it's like building the Burj Khalifa, but not putting in proper stability so it falls over.
I just disagree.
You know, like it's almost dangerous to not maintain yourself at that level. You know, that you created something so beautiful, it's now become a spectacle, and you have a responsibility to maintain that spectacle.
Kanye was never about sustain, though. You think?
I don't know.
Drake is a sustained artist.
But Drake's never pushed back, and I love Drake. You know, I love Drake's music, but he's never pushed boundaries the way that Kanye did. And he did push boundaries.
So
He
why
did his
are
own
you
thing.
expecting that Kanye should maintain and sustain?
Because
Like,
he showed for 20 years he could push boundaries every time he released music.
okay, and those were good. Those are good 20 years. He didn't have to continue. Like, it's impossible to continue that for
Yeah.
as long as it was. The fact that he was as great as he was for that long was a miracle in and of itself. But
I
if
mean,
there's
I'd say he's still pushing boundaries.
I don't think
Making
he's
racist music is
that's pushing boundaries.
He's doing nothing that Tom McDonald hasn't done.
That's true.
Yeah, but Tom,
actually,
but Tom
no.
McDonald was lame about it. At least he was like. At least you listen to this and you're like you grin a little bit because of how absurd it is. It is a
Tom
funny
McDonald can
thing.
be a little funny. You remember
Funny in an ironic sense.
Yeah.
It was like
Funny
God, I
in
can't
you
remember.
take a step back and you're like, look
His
at this
parody
white
of
dude.
This
It's
is
because
America.
it's because Tom McDonald's like unironically racist.
Yeah.
Kanye's ironically racist.
But Kanye's ironic. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna. I think what sucks is seeing Kanye, who I thought was a genius, become genuinely factually dumber than me. That sucks to see. I'm smarter than Kanye for sure, and I know it for a
Yeah,
fact.
in the sense
And
that
before he
doesn't
was
make
so much-
Kanye great. Kanye is great because he's a musical genius, and now you're talking about how you're greater than Kanye in the sense of like
No, I mean,
intelligence. But it was
Intelligence-
Kanye was never an intelligent person.
no, you have
he was
to
a
be an
musical
intelligent person to
genius.
do what he did. You would have to be. He was a very intelligent person.
Intelligence that
And
ties
he
into
also-
music.
I think if you look at the college dropout and you look at late registration, he had something to say about society. Like he had coherent thoughts about society, about being a Black American, growing up in Chicago. He had something to say back then. And then as he got famous, he still had something to say about fame. Like look at My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Like how he handles his like feelings of his God complex.
yeah.
Like how he handles that feeling of entitlement and how that kind of corrupted him. And you look at the life of Pablo, how he handles his fame and what's going there. He's very good at understanding the situation around him. And what he's shown now is that he has no situational awareness anymore. Because like when you listen to Bully, he doesn't have situational awareness in that. You know, that's not what Kanye was. He was a social commentator more than as much as he was anything.
I like that development. I like the total
Why?
abandonment of character.
Why though? Like,
It's
do
cathartic.
you view him as the spectacle?
He was okay. So he was a. I like to call him like a little firework, right? He's this big explosion, awesome, and then it fizzles away and it goes completely away. But Kanye is just dead.
He's like the firework that keeps going off though.
Yeah.
You know, the one that shoots one and then shoots. I mean, we're getting
He
circular
was,
here though.
but-
I mean, if we want to
I
move on
think-
to another topic, we could push in because I think we're kind of at a.
I
I just don't think we agree.
I wanna say my piece that I think it's beautiful that Kanye has made a fantastic impact in the musical world, and I think that it's very fitting that he die in a spectacular way, like how he made an entrance in a spectacular way.
Yeah, and that's fair to say. That's a good opinion. We could talk more about that.
It's a
but
very Kanye way to go.
We should.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
I
a
think
good
he
point.
was destined for that kind of entry or exit to music.
What do you guys
I
think
don't-
about? Or
Sorry.
go ahead. No,
No,
go
no,
ahead.
you go
No,
ahead.
you
Yeah,
finish
yeah,
your thought.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
others
yeah.
are gonna move on. So you finish your thought.
Well, I was just saying that I think he was kind of destined for that approach.
Yeah.
Because just the way he lived and the way he made music and exerted himself into all like kind of different areas of pop culture, I guess.
He spread himself too thin almost.
Um.
Or are you saying like because he was so spectacular, he was bound to be
Yeah.
spectacular in the way he fell? It was
he
unsustainable.
wasn't going to
He's
fade.
like the Jose Mourinho of artists. Like he can do it for a period of time, but he cannot do this forever. It's not sustainable.
No, of course not. This is my parting little thing, but since he took the spotlight, Kanye was never going to be the type of person to fade into obscurity. Instead,
Yeah,
he's going
that's
to always
valid.
maintain that spotlight, whether it's good or bad. That's always been a Kanye thing.
I think that's part of the human
Yeah.
condition though, because like as humans,
It's very extreme.
those like you look at what Ronaldo's doing now, like he can't accept he's no longer great, and I think Kanye's like that too.
They tried subbing him out multiple times.
Do you think if he ever whenever he notices that he might be fading into some sort of level, obviously Kanye could never fade into complete obscurity because he's Kanye,
and neither could Ronaldo. Like he's not going to be the worst player on the field ever. I mean, he could be the worst player on the field, but he's never going to be like he's never going to be the absolute worst player in the world. You know, like he's going to be an alright footballer until he retires, which sucks because he has a valid reason to. Like he's able to say like, I'm here and you have to accept that. You know, like Kanye's the same way.
Do you think that loss of attention could drive Kanye to do the acts that he does?
Yeah.
Whenever because they kind of do come off as like attention seeking, like whenever he took Taylor Swift's mic or whatever.
Or the Nazi out of the World Cup.
The Nazi
or
thing.
Or the Super Bowl.
Or like that commercial for Katrina, even though that was facts.
Yeah, he's attention seeking.
Yeah, there's a bunch of examples, but.
Or how he went on a rant about Jewish people in the big 2018.
That was like
Looking for
that was 22, right?
He was.
That was like 22 because I remember that being in.
It is really funny how like because I don't know if Kanye is a genius or not because he's kind of retarded, and so I'm like, but if he is a genius, then everything he said thus far is like a crazy realization. But of course, like, it's really popular to shit on
Israel?
Israel right now, and specifically Zionists. But he was one of the first trail runners.
He hated Jews. He didn't.
Yeah,
he wasn't like the apartheid state is.
No, yeah,
you know,
he wasn't. He wasn't against Zionism.
Yeah, he wasn't even
Jewish
anti-Zionism. He was like Jewish people are
like Jewish
the banks. You know, like he was saying ridiculous shit. I don't know. I think I just think that there's a uphill and there was a downhill with him, and that downhill started when he took nitrous. But, I guess moving on, how do you feel about when you see and bear with me here. And when Vic. With the topic.
VV, he's saying booty, tomatoes.
No, we're not getting into that right now.
Booty meat.
When you watch when you're
watching Messi play.
Yeah, when you're watching the World Cup and you see every player on the field has pink boots this year, what does that make you think in terms of cultural trends?
Breast cancer awareness.
Breast cancer that makes you think of breast cancer awareness?
Yeah.
You know, that's actually interesting. Because here's the connection I'm going to make, and it could be a stretch, but at least I'm not on TikTok, so it could be a stretch, but at least I'm not scrolling.
Stretch.
But if it makes you think of breast cancer, it could be like, have you seen those?
Mexico just scored.
Oh, finished actually. The game just finished.
Oh.
But have you seen those like cultural recession indicators and like cultural political indicators that are like how we treat like trends and how women's bodies have become trends and commodified and like how that is in tune where you can tell like
I think women's bodies have always been
a
trend in a way.
But what I'm saying is like the way you can like expect like how we vote can be seen in women's body trends, like whenever thin is in, you know, thin is in, and modesty is in, which it was in like heavily before 2024. Like that's more Republican, and whenever we're more accepting of body types or whatever, and like we're not so worried about like modesty was like not a trend. Like it was anti-modesty from like 2014 to 16, you know, or to like 18. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that was like we were outwardly anti-modest, trying to sort of push boundaries of feminism and stuff, and I think it's kind of like a cultural ping pong where like once people decide they hate the relevant clause, they move to the other, and that's like sort of how the median voter shifts. But I think maybe like pink boots are almost represented, like that's a feminine thing, like pink is a feminine color, like it's bright, it's loud, it's out there. Does that kind of like demonstrate the cultural shift into like non-conservatism from what we're in? Maybe from like 2024 on?
I guess so. It's like a girly color in a way, and that kind of has like a theme with progressiveness, I guess. Do you know? Wait, why were they wearing pink boots?
They just no. I mean,
wear-
Nike,
or
Adidas,
pink-
Puma, and Skechers and New Balance all did pink boots this year.
Oh,
They just like their newest athletes have to wear the newest boots, and they all did
they're all
pink
pink.
for their
Okay.
workout, which is
That's
I
cool.
mean it's homogenous,
Mhm.
which is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I get you. Are you saying like you think it could like usher in a new wave of progressiveness, or this
Maybe
is part of the new
yeah,
wave?
I don't think it'll ever usher because I don't think Nike and Adidas are ushering in new waves of progressiveness.
Mhm.
I think that they're adapting to progressiveness because they think it's the market share that they're trying to capture. Like if progressivism isn't in, they're not gonna, they're not gonna
And I
make
think
their
it
profile
definitely is.
pictures rainbow. But I think a cultural opposition has always been like counterculture.
Mhm.
Like we hate the person in power now, and before it was Joe Biden, people hated Joe Biden, and then people hate Trump.
That's what I was about to say.
Like it's always the counter.
Since I think Trump and conservatives have a very negative connotation, I guess,
Yeah,
with the entire with the entire U.S.
yeah.
Uh,
The world.
the world, yeah, that it can kind of make those pink boots something.
Yeah, it can make people want to be loud. I don't
Yeah.
know. James, what do you think?
Sorry, I was watching this. Apparently, a new anime called Chain Smoking Cat Girl is
It's a
coming
young girl
out
just
July
drinking
3rd.
a lot of milk on the
That's
screen.
that's a cat girl.
It's a young cat girl
Wait,
drinking
She's
a lot
actually
of milk.
300 years old.
Yeah, she's in cat years.
Thousand.
Can you not see her tail? It's nestled between her perineum and her butthole.
No,
Yo.
it's
What's the?
It's a very small gap
Is
of-
it
a
7
show.
years?
It's genuinely a show about a cat girl who chain
That's
smokes.
dogs.
That's a cat, dude. You're retarded.
No, I'm saying dogs are 7 years.
Oh.
Oh my god, she's naked. We're gonna have to blur that.
Anatomically.
Vic, can you mark this down?
V
Yeah.
disease.
Look, she's just smoking cigarettes, and she's like gross as fuck.
Oh my
And
god.
she's like also a cat girl.
How old is she in this?
Probably
She's
old
a-
enough to buy a lot of cigarettes, bro.
Ethical goons.
300. What's the year conversion from human to cat?
I think
it's
Victor, if you don't mind looking that up for us, Victor.
oh,
It's my
Victor
favorite
just
bit
told
when
us.
Nathan does the lookup.
It's 1 in 13.
1 in 13.
Yeah.
But cats
Yes.
live way longer than dogs. So I think it'd be like,
they live about the same. It's about 16.
17.
16 is the max.
cats can live to like 18 to 20 almost. But dogs almost never live past like 12.
That's a pretty poor existence past 16.
The first year of a cat's life equals 15. The second adds 9, and each year after adds 4.
That doesn't sound right.
That's 4.
Alright, wait, actually that makes sense actually, now I'm thinking about it.
Okay, so 20 years is like 100 human years.
Yeah, that actually does make sense. Because cats live like 4 to 5 years longer than dogs usually.
Mm-hmm.
Except for, I had a cat and we had to put him down when he was
Hey,
3 because he had feline leukemia.
Yeah, they
So
they
I
got some
think
problems.
that cat girl would probably.
I mean, she's definitely not.
Do you think she's of age? She's probably not of age.
She
Well,
would,
no, if
she
you-
would only
well,
have to be
then-
like 1.5. Like,
To purchase cigarettes, you need to be
18.
of 18 human
in Japan,
years.
is that true in Japan? Because in Eastern Asia,
Yeah,
they
but
smoke cigarettes
which
from a
age
young
do you, if she's a cat girl, what age do you
By
take into
human
account?
standards, so they would do 18 years for.
I don't know if
human
it
age.
matters. Age of consent in Japan is 13.
Oh, Jesus fucking
Okay.
Christ. Somebody,
Okay,
Guys,
you gotta
let's
do
defend
something.
it.
Okay, here's the thing. They raised it to 18, which was great,
Uh-huh.
and then in the last year they lowered it again to 15.
Because there was too many pedophiles. Holy shit, Japan.
Yeah, they lowered.
Oh my god.
Japan has like per capita the most amount of train rapings and train molestings.
Yeah, they gotta do the
Ever.
camera. They have to do the
Ever.
camera flash with the
Dude,
sound.
like-
Your
like-
cameras always have to have flash and sound in Japan, by the way. Like, they don't make phones that don't do it.
They started making subways that were exclusively girl subways and boy subways to reduce the amount of train molestations.
And they wonder why-
there were some cases of dudes cross dressing to get onto the all girl train, which is insane. Like why? Like that is.
And you wonder why it's like your birth rate is nothing. Like, you wonder why no one's having a child because their whole existence is fucking miserable. In Japan, you work until you're 90 years old, 13 hours a day, and then you ride the subway home. You get touched.
Japan, I can find my sometime.
You haven't seen Hokkaido in the winter.
Apparently, I can eat ramen at the ramen
Nihongo.
God.
I don't know, man. How do we feel about Japan
Fetishization.
And that's why we got you.
Every single person
Intrinsically.
person like who idealizes Japan is just weird.
That's why I'm a Euroboo. I'm on that Euroboo wave early.
What the hell does that mean?
It means
You're even-
Euroboo is like Japan is like you're into little girls. Euroboo is like you're into mature women.
You're into mature, hairy women.
Yes.
Oh,
with
Joe
hairy
Rogan.
muffs.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's a
hairy
hero.
bushes.
Hairy bushes, like armpits or sour.
Joe Rogan is a hairy woman.
No, Joe Rogan
He's into strong,
is a
hairy
Yoruba
women.
who is
AKA
into
man.
He's
strong
not a
hairy-
Euroboo.
Yeah, he's into strong hairy women.
He's not a Euroboo though. He's an American boo.
No,
Yeah, he's definitely an American boo.
God, I fucking.
No, but
Joe Rogan.
he has said that he is very inclined for those hairy sour
Well,
armpits.
you know what? I'm
It's like
more
sour
so
watermelon.
talking about pubic hair. If you look right now, I've shaved my armpits.
That's not pubic hair.
No, and I'm saying, oh, and you see that didn't
Little
attract
bit of
me.
hair?
I didn't get turned on by that. Probably because you're a dude.
So your armpit hair.
Hmm?
So
James
your
has
armpit
James
hair.
has hair in every corner, bro. Dude, also, W
Not
bicep,
bad.
bro.
Thank you.
I like
W
that.
cap delts, bro.
Thank you.
You know, sometimes you just have to really stroke your boy's delts.
My balls smell.
Okay,
Let me
and
It's all over my hands.
I
right
think
now.
being a Euroboo is like being like the mature woman in a smoking cigar lounge. You know, like
You might actually like that. They dropped a 12-episode
The
anime
red
called
dress.
it's called
You
Smoking.
had that red dress and like the long little hat. You know what I'm saying?
You might
Kanye
actually like this. They recently released a show
Give me a
that's 12
sugar.
episodes. It's smoking with the girl behind the supermarket. That's what it's called. I'm not even joking, by the way. It's 12 episodes, and apparently it's called a critically acclaimed, and it's
the girl or the woman.
the woman.
Come here, sugar. I'm gonna give you a disease you never heard of.
I'm okay. I'm okay, Grandma.
Let me show you how I shed the skin. Yeah.
What would a mature woman say?
I don't know. I don't.
So well circumcised.
I had
it's
3
called-
cesareans. I don't know.
It's called Smoking Behind the Supermarket
Is
with
it-
You.
is it anime?
Yes, it is quite literally only a show where this guy smokes a cigarette
See-
with the girl
You see,
behind.
why is this anime rated 14 plus?
Dude, okay, it's,
What'd that mean?
all that happens in all 12 episodes is that he is smoking a cigarette with her. And she works at the supermarket, and he's too retarded to realize that she is the one working at the supermarket.
Interesting.
That's the whole show.
12 episodes, bro.
It's
How
kinda
the fuck
like,
did they do
Did you
that?
watch the whole thing?
No, I did not, but apparently it's #1 trending in United States. I'm not even joking.
There's gotta be more.
Is this on Lake Crunchyroll?
This is on Crunchyroll, yes.
Lake Crunchyroll.
I
Look,
assume there's more
trending,
substance.
trending in the
to the show
United
than
States.
that.
No, well, they only
Well,
get into
no, but
cigarettes.
that's a kind of like. Have you seen
It's
My
the only
Dinner with
substance.
Andre?
Huh?
Have you seen the movie My Dinner with Andre?
Eric Andre?
No, it's a 2-hour movie about this dude who has a birthday dinner with his friend who he hasn't seen in a while, and it's like one shot movie, like one take.
It's
and
kind of like
it's just them discussing in the booth life.
12 Angry Men.
Yeah, it's a bottle episode, you know, like it's
What's Dinner with Andre? Is that what you
you gotta put the phone under the table. Victor, can you look that up for us?
said? Victor.
Victor, go ahead and pull that up for us.
Oh, it has that actor. What's his name? Is it Wally?
Riz Ahmed.
Wally Shawn. I think I saw something about this guy recently.
One thing I will say about anime is it does a really good job at adapting genres.
Are you sure? Because I'm looking at plus size misadventures in love, and it's
Oh, I
just,
see
And,
this guy-
and what else is doing
it's
that?
just
was at
about a
the
fat
Knicks
girl.
game.
Victor, can you show that to us?
Yeah, don't worry.
Don't break the fourth wall. Victor, can you show us the fat girls? No, but I think anime does a good job at adapting genres in a way that almost no other genre can do. The anime
I disagree.
the anime can do a western. Like there can be a western anime.
It's gonna be shit.
It can be in anything anime,
Isn't
really.
Cowboy
think-
Bebop a western?
It's like a sci-fi western.
Yeah, like
It's a sci-fi. Well,
anime can do that. Like,
it's just a sci-fi. Well, no, I
Cowboy.
I suppose
there's-
Western.
Cowboy
but-
kind of implies western.
It's just that the main character kind of is somewhat idyllic of a cowboy.
Well,
That's
then,
the only part of the western that actually.
well,
really suits
I
it.
guess it still works with sci-fi though. Like like it can like you can have a sci-fi anime, you can have a romance, you have a slice of life, you can have western, you can have, you know,
Yeah, but I like honestly,
Japanese.
dude.
You do Japanese anime.
So many people are
There's a
making so
Japanese
many like
anime.
different animes that all like the average anime like quality has gone down tremendously because so many people just make bullshit
It's more
ass, like
accessible.
There's too much
Like,
supply.
there's so much supply.
Too much
Like,
demand too.
because
Yeah,
so many
they're both.
Because there's dudes that'll just watch anime, you know.
because not
It's
not
the
every
only thing they
idea is a
watch.
good idea, but
Yeah.
it seems like every idea that's in a boardroom has then made it to a 12 episode anime. Like that time I died and got reincarnated as a vending machine and cursed to walk the dungeons for the rest of my life.
Let's
That's
not
a title.
too much on that.
Or
Not too much on that.
sick,
or there
bro.
was
because that's actually
There was one of reincarnated into a game world with my mom that has a 2-hit multi-target attack. Like that was an actual, and guess what? The
But
entire show was about his
is
mom.
that- is that
got
not just-
reincarnated with a 2 multi-hit targeting attack?
But you remember those movies in the 2000s that were the whole point of the movie was you would accidentally buy them because like you'd think it would like you think you were buying Fantastic Four, but it was actually like Fabulous Four.
But like-
and it was like a shitty remake. Like you know what I'm talking about? Those movies.
Yeah.
Like is that not just what that is? Like it's just a spoof that's made purely to make some stupid money.
Right now, Western, like I think if you're going to make a movie or a TV show or anything, Western is definitely better than Eastern style.
Yeah.
Because also,
But true art distinguishes itself.
let's
'Cause,
just say
like,
this: would you take any anime over Arcane or Cyberpunk Edgerunners? Those are both Western style animation.
Arcane's good.
No, but would you not take like Attack on Titan over Arcane?
Attack on Titan's good, but I wouldn't take it over Arcane.
But isn't like
Never
what's
watched
the
it.
greatest one like JoJo's or I don't
That
know
might be-
JJK?
that
Would you
might
not
be
take
one.
JJK over Arcane?
JJK is JJK is really popular, but I wouldn't take it over Arcane.
Yeah,
Arcane's
but
just a
I
better
think
series.
I think that like Attack
The
on Titan,
average person-
JJK, like they limit themselves to these conversations.
it's like
I don't
the
think there's a
average
big enough
person.
gap, you know.
Yeah.
And I think good art will always distinguish itself. I mean, there's a reason that we're not discussing episode 3 of I got turned into a vending machine for the rest of my life. You know,
Yeah, nobody's
we're
made it that
discussing
far.
we're discussing like actual shows. Like I think art being accessible is fine. Art being needlessly made to make a buck is annoying, but you don't ever have to watch it.
Yeah.
That is true. Now
That's-
the
I
only
think
unfortunate
that's-
thing is that it's like what I'm literally looking at one right now because like it's everywhere I look. The strongest job is apparently not a hero or a sage, but also
there's
a
bullshit
brazier
in
from-
every
Yeah.
in every
Bro,
medium
look
of
at
art.
this.
There's bullshit.
I think that there's just
strongest job
bullshit
is
though.
apparently- like there's just words.
Victor, thanks for pulling it out, by the way.
Yeah, this is fucking like, dude. It averages a 0.
Yeah, no, that sucks. That show sucks.
A 0.
But
It's like Ant Boy. You ever seen Ant Boy? I bet you haven't. It's a really shitty movie.
I bet you haven't.
What is
No,
this?
but like
That's what I'm
the
saying. There's
klutzy class-
shitty doo-doo fart
We don't
particles
watch
in
it.
every sort of art medium. There's
there's
gonna be-
always
Yeah,
gonna be
no,
shitty
but, like,
dude art.
is
Also,
it-
you watch the most anime out of all of us.
Yeah, that's why this irritates me because
Don't
I
you watch
watched-
both?
What would be annoying?
No, I watched all the good ones, and now all that's left is the klutzy class monitor
Then
and the
watch
girl
Western.
with the short
So watch
skirt.
Western media. But
Yeah,
what
no,
I'm saying
I
is,
started watching Breaking Bad because this is just atrocious. Because
Well,
all this shit is garbage. now.
clearly you got to a good outcome.
Oh my God,
But
literally,
second,
it's-
but let me say this.
it's fucking right here, man. Reborn as a vending machine.
Well, there's new episodes just came out.
So
Yeah,
to be
there's-
fair.
there's fucking- there's 3
look,
seasons.
if this was the situation, here's
There's 3
here's
seasons
the
of
error
this.
of the situation. Right now, the biggest thing that you have to do to get away from this is scroll a little bit further in the new releases section. If
No,
we
all
ever
the
get to the capitalistic time when you're like you have to spoon feed watch an episode of this as an ad to watch like another show, like that's whenever we're like, okay, this is an error. Like we've gone around the bend, and I think that's when you start thinking animation's too accessible with modern technology to create something that's really shit that should just be a YouTube short. You know, like because you cannot physically like you can make you've seen like the YouTube verticals. Have you seen those? Like where it's like it's like a couple gets in an argument. It's like Darman
Oh,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like Darman and like he kind of pioneered it and he was doing something different. But like verticals are now like the most.
I mean, at least they're
commonly-
not AI.
But like it's like they're usually written by AI though. Like it's like some bullshit. But like it's like most actors are getting cast in verticals these days. You know,
That
like
sounds
that's
horrible.
like as an up and coming
that's-
actor, like you have to do verticals to pay rent, because it's like $250 for one day of shooting shitty ass content. You know
also,
what I mean?
just like these names are so,
So, like-
terrible. I've always been upset at like why are we no longer just like
Is it not
actually having-
translated?
No, these are like what they started doing is they just started titling everything like as if it
A
was
summary?
just it's just a summary. Like what this one was.
Sounds like the header line of my emails to my boss.
Yeah, it was. I got
shower.
a cheat skill in another
Almost-
world, and I
almost
became
scratching stuff.
unrivaled in the real world too. Like that was a title.
Yeah.
Like
All right,
that shit
guys.
was fucking crazy.
You know, I think we delved into some good
Yeah.
good topics here today. I think we had a good. Excuse me. Good
All right,
discussion.
should we do a?
It's been 40 minutes.
So let's just
Scratch
go ahead
off.
and do
Scratch
one scratch and sniff for the end of the night.
For the
3,
end of the
2,
night.
1.
Scratch your
No,
balls,
you
bro.
have to scratch. You have to scratch the
Scratch your
sniff. You
balls,
said
bro.
you literally
I
said
want to scratch.
I'm
I went through the shorts. I went over the shorts. I went over the shorts.